I'm ready. I'm Shawna Nicols, and I'm a DJ. I am a proud gay woman. I am a proud kid of the 414 in Milwaukee. I'm always gonna be a hooper.
I remember the struggle of trying to figure out our best pathway. Of helping her heal. And then you don't care about basketball. You just want your child to be healthy.
A 5'11" senior, number 40, Shawna Nicols.
I don't remember not loving basketball. I remember growing up watching a lot of basketball, but it wasn't necessarily one team or one player. So I just feel like I was just born with it, and I can't describe it. I don't remember one day realizing I loved it because I feel like it's always been there. I joke a lot about coming out of the womb with a basketball in my hands.
From the time she was a baby, whenever she could have a basketball in her hands, she did. I'm not kidding you. And I saw how joyful she was.
Watch Nick for three. Off the mark again. Rebounded Nichols. Between the legs. Counted and a foul.
Nice control move by Shawna Nicols.
Ooh, Shawna is a basketball player. Intense, hardworking, great teammate.
Where I grew up, I didn't know what going to college meant, much less getting a full ride to a Division I Big Ten university.
She did all the little things. I'm a big fan of like the Scottie Pippen, Michael Jordan, that Bulls era. So you look at the things that don't even feel a stat sheet was the things she did. Sliding in, taking a charge, getting a rebound, being able to score if needed. But it was the perfect coach's dream, I think, of doing everything because you need those type of individuals to win championships. And she just brought a little bit of everything to the table.
My freshman year at Wisconsin, when it came to basketball, I got my butt handed to me in a really good way. I gained about 15 pounds as soon as I stepped foot into the weight room. I had never lifted like that in my life. I've never eaten like that in my life. And I loved it. I was working my butt off and I was figuring things out.
Nicols' hard-nosed defensive style was compared to that of her friend and fellow Milwaukee Pius alum, Mike Kelly.
Something that I had carried with me from high school to Wisconsin was the pride I took in playing defense. And so with that I took a lot of charges. As somebody who was one of the taller players in high school, even though I'm a point guard, so at 5'9½", I was one of the shortest players my freshman year at Wisconsin, therefore one of the smallest players in the Big Ten, in the conference itself. So my freshman and sophomore year, being the size that I was and taking charges, I wasn't physically strong enough to do that at the time, unfortunately. And so I hit my head a lot, and I got a lot of concussions.
What was first thought to be back problems from all the hits Shawna took would eventually be diagnosed as the effects of multiple concussions. How many is not known, but Nicols estimates that the UW medical staff and her doctors concluded that there were at least 6 or 7.
And so at the time, the medical staff suggested that I never play basketball again. And so to go from that toddler with a basketball in their hands to literally having somebody rip a basketball out of my hands and tell me to never play again, life was, that came out of nowhere, and that was a big punch in the gut.
She had that passion to want to be a key piece to what the Badgers were doing and wanted to help continue. And I feel like, I want to say I probably witnessed 1 or 2 of those concussions, and just knowing and just seeing the impact that it had on her, even during that season. Just when I finally heard that she was gonna have to, medically retire, I thought to myself, it's like that's one person that I don't feel like it's fair to.
The end of Shawna's time on the court as a Badger came swiftly in preseason practice before what would have been her junior season. A final straw for the player who considered herself unbreakable.
I don't know why it makes me so emotional, but I love that game and it has given me so much. And so every opportunity felt like a dream come true.
Obviously, career cut short, you know, it's hard for anybody. When you really love the game and, you know, it's your getaway, that's going to be super mentally challenging.
Adversity. I mean, being redshirted from a Big Ten school, doing the thing that she loved the most, and, you know, seeing that love of her life being ripped away from her, but then also having the physical ailments because of it was yet another challenge. And like Shawna and everything that I've ever seen her do in her life, overcoming that challenge, putting her head down and going Mach 5 to make sure that she's going to get into that next chapter and she's going to be the best that she can be.
And my junior and senior years at Wisconsin were maybe two of the most difficult years for me in trying to figure out life without basketball. I still today feel it's one of the most difficult breakups that I have ever had to go through. It happened for a reason though, and I don't want to say I'm grateful for it, but I respect the process. And again, it helped build me into who I am today. And so when you kind of reflect on all of those moments, made me who I am literally right now in this moment, I'm grateful basketball was such a huge part of that.